drive comes to an end with transmission failure in the Sperrin Mountains. Llewellyn is also slow, trying to conserve his unsuitable and suspect transmission, so now the Opel battle is for second place, and the pair have everything to play for as the championship itself is now at stake. By contrast, the Irish-run Opels are not faring so well. Bertie Fisher's car has lost time with a gearbox failure, and on rapidly drying roads, he's now wearing out front tyres at an alarming rate, but holding on to 5th place. Fellow Irishman Austin McHale is locked in a duel with Lancastrian Cyril Bolton in yet another Opel Manta, but McHale is still hampered by brake problems. The big Rover Vitesse has been troubled by an alarming intermittent failure of the headlamps overnight, and Pond received a scare on departure from Omagh when the brakes seized solid. However, he's still firmly in control of Group A, almost 2 minutes up on Per Eklund's immaculate-looking Duckins Toyota Supra. Drying weather conditions are now producing inconsistent surfaces, and choosing the right tyres is even more vital. Only seconds separate McRae and Brooks.
We made a pretty disastrous tyre choice for the last group of stages. Our information was that 2 of them were wet, and we went on, in fact, a semi-wet tyre, and they were bone dry, and the tyres were going off completely. So it cost us a lot of time.
With Wilson's demise, Sundström has inherited the lead, but now he is in difficulties. The Peugeot's clutch has developed a fault, and a new slave cylinder is needed. A difficult job to change, and Sundström is clearly in trouble at the Glen Arab service area. Eventually, Sundström checks out of the service area 20 seconds late, dropping him behind the 2 Opel Mantas. McRae seizes the opportunity with both hands, the AC Delco Manta being held over Ulster's switchback roads with total commitment. Northern Ireland motorsport enthusiasts are witnessing an epic duel as McRae tries everything he knows to keep ahead of Brooks. But despite Jimmy's frantic efforts, a charging Russell in his lightweight car is able to sneak past the Scotsman and has a scant 3-second lead when team orders are applied, this time in Brooks' favour, unlike on the circuit of Ireland, when the Englishman was told to ease up and let the Scotsman win. This time the roles are reversed, and it's McRae who has to settle for second. Settling for third is Mikael Sundström, who, having lost those vital seconds for his late service area departure, sensibly decides that last gasp heroics are not the order of the day, when faced with the sensational speed of the dueling Opel Mantas ahead of him. Fourth is a resilient David Llewellyn after sustaining a broken differential and having his originally discarded and suspect gearbox put back in the car. Fifth, after a troubled run during which he has not been able to seriously challenge the Audis or the 2 Works Mantas, is Bertie Fisher. And sixth, 1 minute behind Fisher, is Austin McHale, who has a last-minute scare in Gleno Village when he clips the wall of a house and buckles a rear wheel. Once again, Tony Pond, co-driven by Rob Arthur, brings the computer vision Rover Vitesse home to win Group A comfortably, having led from the start. It's been another typically unflurried professional performance, which bodes well for victory in the championship. The car finishing 8th overall and 3 minutes ahead of Per Eklund's Toyota. The 2 Group A cars being split by Terry Caby's Nissan, who comes home in 9th place, co-driven by Kevin Gormley. For Eklund, in 10th place, it's been a trouble-free run, the Toyota Supra having finished all 3 rallies entered. But without another 40 horsepower, Tony Pond and the Rover are going to remain a very tough proposition indeed.